Looking put together is all about how you feel, and I want you to feel fantastic. Good morning, good life. Welcome back to Amy TV, where we come together to help you go after the life that you want. I did a similar video to this one more than a year ago, almost 2 years ago, and as soon as I was done with it, I immediately wished I could redo it. For one, because it was kind of something that I hadn't started talking about up until that point, and so it was so much fun. And two, I feel like I forgot so many things. I was like, oh man, the list is endless. The real reason I'm making another one though is because that one was just so popular, and so I figured let's go ahead and continue the conversation. Let's get one thing straight though, looking put together and the importance of it is all about how you feel and not about anyone else or what they're thinking. This is all about your mindset and how you feel and how you present yourself. This is something that is just so key when it comes to moving through your day for any and all obstacles, whether they are just the little things that drive us crazy or the big things that we really need to pull ourselves together for. So today I want to share a few things that have helped me feel like I look put together so that I can be my best self, the most confident self in going after the life that I want. Trust me, if someone who grew up wearing Adidas tearaway pants can figure out what it's like to look presentable, you can too. This episode of Amy TV is also in partnership with our dear friends at JustFab because it is all about looking just fab, and it's all about the details. I'm excited to be sharing some of my favorite selections from their website right now throughout this episode. And stay tuned until later. I'll be sharing a special offer just for friends of Amy TV. Here are my 7 secrets to always look put together. Number 1. Take care of your hands. This is the one I was most devastated that I forgot in the first video. Something that I take very seriously, first of all, is moisturizer. You guys know this. I talk about it all the time about my face, but I also take it seriously in my hands as well. I feel like my hands are probably aging faster than the rest of my body, which is not exciting, and I shouldn't be pointing it out to you. But even more so, just to feel good, especially during this time of year when the weather is definitely going to take a toll on them. Constantly moisturizing and making sure that you feel like you can talk with your hands and not be insecure is very good. And another factor is of the nails. I can't believe I did not say this before. I religiously get my nails done every 2 weeks, sometimes sooner, because if I'm being honest, I'm kind of like all over the place and a little bit of a train wreck, and my nails break all the time, so I'm always like, you guys, I got another fix. I would show you my nails right now, but they actually need a little bit of a balance. Maybe I can get that done for the B-roll. But I usually get gel and just a really neutral color. I don't like to draw a lot of attention. I just don't want them to be the star for good or bad reasons. You know, if you've got too much sparkle going on, it's too much attention. If you've got really jacked nails that are all different lengths, then it is also not the attention that you want. So I just try to moisturize, keep them from looking too dry, and also have my nails done so that I am not freaking you out with my lack of care. It's mostly just for me though, especially when you're doing camera work and Instagram stuff all the time and your hands are always kind of in the shot. It is a little bit more critical in my line of work. But man, I remember being at my normal job and I used to get acrylics, and anytime they would be falling apart, it would be so embarrassing to be in a meeting. It would be embarrassing to like be going over paperwork with someone. I just feel like having your hands being presentable is really important all the time. Number 2, get to know a great tailor. So this initially started for me because I noticed that I didn't fit into jeans normally, which is so silly to me, but I feel like that's true of everybody. Jeans are all different fits and sizes, and so I found somebody that could kind of make the right pair of jeans fit my body, whether I needed to take up the bottom a little bit or change up the taking in of it or something like that. I don't know. I just really needed to make sure that the jeans looked good because we resort to these things all the time to pull an entire outfit together. We know we want a top and we know we want a pair of shoes, and then the jeans have to just make it work. So to not have the jeans fit great is kind of annoying. But that same relationship that I built with somebody who helped me with my jeans also helped me with everything else that I need fixed. Whether it's a nice pair of black slacks that I want to fit me in a very flattering way, or if I am a bridesmaid in a wedding and I need to get a dress taken in or fit just right to my body, which actually happened a couple of times last year, I can call on her for all of those reasons. So it's really great to have that relationship where if you feel like something would look a little bit better and last you a while, if it fit you properly, then go get it done. Or if you wanted to go with a specific pair of shoes, if it's like a pair of pants, right? And it's like they're too long or they're too wide, it's so great to have a tailor bring your vision together so you don't have to keep searching the whole world for clothes that don't maybe exist. Number 3, take attention away from your comfies. So the world kind of exploded a little bit in the comments of my last video because I said, don't go out into the world in like sweatpants and leggings and stuff. And I actually still kind of believe that. But at the same time, I do think it's possible to wear those things tastefully in a way that if you take attention away from the fact that you're way too comfortable and you make it look a little bit more snazzy or just a little bit more presentable, then it can actually be 100% socially acceptable. I've been getting into my athleisure, so sometimes that's all I want to wear. I feel like the most important thing here is to not show too much. So if you're like me and you have a little bit of junk in the trunk, then maybe you're going to wear a certain type of jacket or like a long sweater over your athleisure or your leggings so that you're not showing it all off. Because obviously these types of clothes are meant to hug you a lot. You don't want that extra material just floating around. But the other thing that you can do is just throw on a really big and loud shoe. And so I like to do in this situation specifically is, especially when it's boot season, throw on something fluffy and attention grabbing, because then you're less likely to be looking at like all of the other things going on. The black legging is blending everything, blurring everything out, and your attention is on the shoes, whether it's like a totally obnoxious boot or a functional boot. Bottom line, just because you want to feel comfy does not mean you need to look sloppy. I promise when you are walking randomly by a mirror that is somewhere that you wish it was not, and you're like, oh wow, girl, you left the house like that. I mean, like, I swear, it's like only full-length mirrors are around when you don't want them. But then you catch it and you're like, okay, I put this out into the rest of the world. I'll remember next time to maybe change it up a bit. But when you catch yourself and you're like, oh yeah, these leggings look good with those boots, dope. Like, yeah, that's what we want. That's the reaction we want in your head. Number 4 is to have a uniform. And I mentioned this before, but I don't think that you can say this enough, because if we want to make our time more valuable, then we will spend less time trying to figure out what to wear all of the time. And so there's going to be occasions, obviously, special occasions, dinners, parties, things like that, where you're going to hem and haw a little bit about what you're going to wear. But on a daily basis, you should have figured out what your favorite flattering outfit is. Or even if it's not flattering, it's just the thing that's comfortable to you that you feel the most confident in. I was actually talking to another speaker about this same thing, where, in her situation, she was like, oh, I've got to get dressed up, I've got to put some heels on, I got to get on stage, I got to speak. But it's just not her personality. It's not the way she presents. And so it was more like a leather jacket and like a jean or a legging and like some sneakers that worked for her. And I'm the complete opposite. If I wear that on stage, sometimes I get a little too hammy and I'm like running all over the place and acting crazy, where I know that the kind of personality I want to present is a little bit more pulled together and unexpectedly funny. It's like a treat, like that, okay, she's good, she's dressed for success, and also she's making me laugh. That's kind of the reaction that I'm usually going for when I speak. So I will wear an A-line skirt, which I know is the most flattering when a million people are taking pictures from so many different angles. Anyway, so that's super high level, but maybe it's just going to the office. If it's business casual, maybe you can't wear jeans, but you can wear a certain kind of pant all the time, and you just know you're always going to wear that, or you're always going to wear a similar looking skirt. And then it's just a matter of the top. That's what it was like for me at the law firm. It was like black slacks or a black skirt all the time. The same heels that are either like a gray herringbone or like a patent leather. And then just different color tops, kind of like this all the time. They were usually collared and buttoned down. It would just be a rotation of those things. So knowing what your uniform is so great for saving yourself time. And you can save yourself even more time by laying that out the night before, and it's just boom, done. Excellent. Number 5, invest in accessories. I have always believed that you can save a little bit of money on clothes, just depending. Maybe an expensive pair of jeans is worth it as much as you wear them, and especially if you're going to get them tailored. But for the most part, I will be more likely to save money on garments and spend more money on accessories, because I know handbags and shoes are something I'm going to want to last me much longer. Here's the thing. The reason I like this strategy is because your shoes, your handbag, your sunglasses, when they are on point, they are even more on point because they always fit. You put on a shoe, you feel amazing. You look down, you're like, yes, these are me. You look at your handbag, you're like, yes, that's the perfect compliment. And then everything else, you just fill it in between, right? It's like, okay, just now let's get some jeans, and yes, you need everything to be pulled together to really feel your best, but you can rely on those accessories to look fabulous all the time. And so that is why I would rather kind of spend my money focused on having those pillar items in my wardrobe, having an array of shoes that accomplish different things, and a couple of different handbags to make sure that they match certain types of palettes, color palettes that I prefer, usually neutrals. And then it's like you're all set. And so when something shrinks in the washer or maybe gets ripped, the number of times I have ripped jeans just for no reason whatsoever, like hitting a table and it just takes the entire knee off. It's so weird. I'm less heartbroken about that because they weren't where the majority of my budget went. I swear, I know I can pull any outfit together because if I have my Louis Pochette Matisse and a great pair of neutral shoes that will fit any pair of my pants, just depending on what height the boot is or how low the heel is. I love it. It's just so easy. Number 6 is a dope coat, which is also another repeat tip, but I still feel this way so much. Similarly to if you invest in your accessories, if you have a coat that you just know looks really good, especially if it's somewhere in maybe the trench to dress type of coat, you just know that when you go out in the winter, you're not going to look like a potato sack no matter what you have on underneath. So you got a great boot, you got a great coat, you got your handbag, and you brushed your hair. It's like you're all set. You are put together when you have a great coat that you can rely on. I have a couple of different ones. They range from like really long to kind of cropped and short. And I love a good double-breasted button situation. It's just me. So when you know what that best type is for you and you also know it looks good, it's much easier to go out in the winter and feel like, oh yeah, I forgot to take my pajamas off, but look at my coat. And my final tip is to walk with intention. No matter what you're wearing, no matter how you're feeling about it, if you are like, dang, I don't know if I nailed it this morning. I don't know if this was the right one. It's okay. You stand tall, you walk with intention, you like clipboard syndrome, right? Walk around with the clipboard like I'm supposed to be here and da-da-da-da. No one's going to question you. And it's just a style choice. We live at a time where you can wear anything anymore. Nothing's out of style. Actually, a lot of things are out of style. But you know what I mean? If you are walking around and you are just owning it, nobody's going to have a word to say about it. And you're going to feel better about it because you know you're focused on things that are more important and you believe that your worth is much more than what you are presenting, and you're going to rock it. So yes, even when you're in a moment of a lack of confidence, walk with intention. When you walk with intention, you've got your shoulders back and your head held high, you're going to be much better off. And then you get home, you change into your comfies, and you're going to be like, thank God that's over. We'll try it again tomorrow. Big shout out to the sponsor of this episode of Amy TV, and that is JustFab. You saw quite a few of the shoes featured throughout this episode because I kind of wanted to show you what I was saying. I didn't really get to do that last time. I kind of talked about it. I wanted to show you a couple of the things that it means to me to look put together, and JustFab offers so many amazing pairs of shoes that are super affordable so that you can look just fab and put together. JustFab is a leading fashion and lifestyle brand that strives to inspire, guide, and motivate women around the world to experiment with style. From initial design to concept, JustFab offers tailored styles and head-to-toe looks that cater to every type of personality, giving you instant access to the latest trends. From clothing to handbags and shoes, every piece is created by JustFab's in-house design team. JustFab actually has a mantra, which you know I am so down for, and you have to hear it. All women are beautiful, and style has no limits. Style is personal. It's unique. It isn't defined by a certain age, size, look, or trend. Style is an attitude, and anyone can wear it. JustFab makes it super easy. All you have to do is head over and take a 60-second style quiz for your outfit recommendations, and you'll be able to shop 1,000 different items. Definitely check out being VIP because we all want to be VIP, right? And you know you get the best treatment when you're VIP. The perks include 30 to 50% off retail pricing and free shipping on orders over $39, round-the-clock access to trending styles, invitations to private VIP events, and so much more. Definitely at least take the style quiz and put your email address in there so that you can start to get those exclusive monthly discounts and shop around a little bit before you commit. Friends of Amy TV can get their first JustFab style for as low as $10. That is a discount of 75%, so check out the link in the description below. Thank you so much to JustFab for sponsoring this episode of Amy TV. Question of the day. What do you always do to look put together? Leave your tips in the comments below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life that you want. Cheers. Hey, are you struggling to find time for the things you love? Feel like you're constantly on the go, but taking care of everyone else first? You are not alone, and you deserve so much more. Not only are you capable of taking on this challenge, you already have all the tools it takes to make it happen. That resourcefulness is all you need to get activated by your new daily mantra. Good morning, good life. It's my new book, and it launches on Amazon on December 10th. More details at goodmorninggoodlife.com. Okay, let's get this party started. Cheese. Okay.